The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Yo, what up, everybody? Honestly, I'm at the Orlando airport right now. It's about to be like 1 a.m. My flight don't go out until 6. Whatever though. Anyway, I wanted to break down something real fast. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But I don't know. But hopefully you can. So anyway, if you remember and I just got done watching it. If you remember the Willy Wonka boat ride, if you can remember what he was talking about, and how he was just basically saying, there's not a speck of light showing, so the danger must be growing. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about the fires of hell and all this different stuff, and then finally it gets to the point where, or better yet, even before he started doing the rhyme, old girl was like, "Oh, I think I'm about to be sick," and then they show a picture of like something getting. Like a chicken getting his head cut off in the background. He's like, "Oh, I think I am going to be sick." And the reason I'm bringing this up is because
attention report dear passengers on flight 3043 non-stop services to Chicago O'Hare. This is your last and final boarding call. Once again, last and final boarding call. If you're in the boarding area, please proceed immediately to gate mark 14. As your aircraft is almost fully boarded and ready for departure. Doors will be closing in the next 3 minutes and they will not reopen for any other services.
He had already said that shit earlier. But anyway, so it got to the point where I look at the breakdown of that, like America right now. And what I'm saying is the rowers keep on rowing because those are the ones controlling this place. If you listen to the bars that Willy Wonka is saying, it just reminds me of what we're going through right now. We have all these third world country derelicts, people that really are not contributing shit to this place. We have a bunch of corrupt people that the masses are following, whether it's Hollywood, politicians, whatever. It's like, bro, we're losing. But it all starts out beautiful, just like this boat did. Everybody got on the boat. It was like a beautiful thing. Okay, but then they went through all this different hell. Then finally they stop the boat and they get where they're going. But what I'm saying is I'm using it as an analogy. I'm not saying, oh, Willy Wonka was trying to tell us something. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that this boat, we are on it. And the only thing is, we're not going to get to the stop that we want. We're going to keep going through hell on earth until we realize what is up. And what is up is, yes, there is a group in this country that does need to seriously wake up. But then also, both of those groups need to really self-evaluate about what they're trying to do, because you have let in a bunch of people from places that ain't shit on a global scale. And you keep talking about this kumbaya and peace and stuff like that, but it's ruining you. And it's like, well, who's doing that? Who's the ones that really want you to be a fucking idiot like that and just be cool with everybody, even though they're not benefiting you? Like, even your parents, they didn't let all your aunties and cousins and uncles stay with you because it's like, well, yeah, we're family, but that would be financially stupid. I'd be put in a wreck. Okay, so that same thing applies to nations. A lot of times people aren't really racist. It's more or less genetics. You know, people with recessive genes know it's not wise to sleep with people that don't have that, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to disappear. So that's where prejudice and racism came from. It wasn't from what people think. It was from genetics. That's why people were doing it. That's the scientific answer. Now, if you just want to be an idiot and say these people are dumb, that's very true as well. But no, people in ancient times weren't as dumb as we think. and we're actually dumber than they were. So I'm saying that to say this. That's the main reason people act like that. But when it comes to, nations, you have to have protocol. You have to have a set of standards and rules. You cannot just let everybody in. You can't just be on every agenda. You know, um, I don't have a personal beef with homosexuals. I just tell them you're not a benefit on earth because for one, you don't procreate, and then for two, you guys don't create. You haven't made anything, no new buildings, no new streets, no new nothing. And that's why your best friend, the person who vouches for you the most, also hasn't made any buildings, any cities, or anything. So it's kind of like what this girl was telling me. She was showing me a video of this other girl, and she's complaining. She's like, "Oh, I'm just so tired of working, and I feel like a slave." And I got mad because I was like, "This is why God said you women are to stay in the house. Man's curse is to work. I like the PlayStation. I like the car. I like the TV. I like the building. Okay, this is stuff man does. So why would I follow behind the weaker vessel who's complaining about something nobody even told her to do? All we told you to do is sit your ass in the house and chill. Just look good and cook. That's it. Nobody's telling you to do all this extra stuff. But do you see what happens when you get involved in stuff that none of your business? You turn people weak. You start complaining, oh, it's the government's fault, or oh, I'm so tired, or oh, I feel like a slave. And it's like, when you look at this country and you see why it's falling, you can see why. It's that energy. It's like the more rights you gave women, the more they started making the system weak. You know what I'm saying? Just start allowing anybody in. And now women are getting raped by illegals and killed by illegals. Now you have all these overdoses. The fast food is garbage. People don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't even put napkins in the bag. They can barely speak English. It's like, look at all these quarrels and problems that you have simply by letting somebody break the rules that wasn't even supposed to be in charge. That's where the issues come in. So I'm saying all that to say this: the Willy Wonka boat was pretty deep because it's the America right now. That's what it is. This is that Willy Wonka boat. Like he said, there's not a speck of light showing, so darkness must be growing. And with people like you got people just now starting to realize, oh, what the Democrats have been doing, and now they're trying to come out and jump sides. It's like, no, 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 cuz. No, 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 no. This shit goes all the way back to 2016. You can't switch up. If you wasn't with us from 2018 at least, 16, 17, I give you. Because he had just got in. Nobody was really wanting to fuck with Trump anyway. Nobody really wanted to fuck with celebrities, period. But he had just got in. And I'm not gonna lie, Trump's first 2 years, I didn't like him. And I'm still not no fucking gun ho or nothing like that. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Because like I tell people, he's just a man. Nobody cares about that. Is what's going on, is how grimy they were willing to be to get this dude who really didn't do nothing. So I knew from there, I'm like, if they're willing to do all that for a white man, there's no way in hell there's a conspiracy theory about what I say they're doing with mine. There isn't one because you're seeing what they're doing to their own. Hence the hormone pills and chopping off body parts. It is what it is. Um, I just want us to realize something. The only way that this is going to work is if we make it work. Everybody deserves their piece. Everybody deserves their share. Everybody deserves to be heard. But if things aren't working, then we have to find better results, you know. And um, my whole thing is this: I believe women and homosexuals should be both put on the back burner. Those are two politic topics that are complete garbage, and we have seen from women being free for 100 years, they don't want to build shit and they just want to run their mouth. We have seen from homosexuals having a bunch of rights, they don't want to build shit, they just want to be able to dance in a thong in the middle of the street. These are stupid topics to follow. We should be worried about maybe more like the handicap. You know what I mean? I think we should be speaking more on them. Young entrepreneurs. I think that should be more of an issue. I think those people should have more of our attention and our push, opposed to some whiny ass people that weren't going to be down for anything anyway. Because that's how I look at them. I look at women and homosexuals the same way. These are two whining groups that don't put in half the work that they want. You know what I'm saying? It's like the WNBA. Like once I found out that the NBA is paying for it 10 million every year or 10 billion every, I'm like, why are we still having this? Shut that shit down. You guys are wasting so much of my fucking money. You're not gonna give me any of my tax money back. You're not gonna give me, my money up from throwing the ball around, and it doesn't even make any money. It's like the men are funding this. This is stupid. This is a waste of money. And at least if you're gonna waste it, at least give me some. You know what I'm saying? At least give me some. Give me some money. Give everybody some money. Shit. Give the gay person some money. Damn it. Shoot. They're not giving us anything. They're just making these agendas that are just ruining people mentally. It's not about hating anybody. I think I made one of them walk away. But it's not about hating anybody. It's not. It's about we're not going to have anywhere to hate if we lose the whole thing. And that's what it seems like it's doing. So anyway, I just want people to realize, that scene is pretty deep if you look at it as a country. If you look at it as a country, that scene's pretty deep because it's like there's not a spot of light showing. And there really isn't. There really isn't. For people to say they don't know the difference between certain things, for people to not see all this foulness that took place, it's pretty bad. So, anyway, when I get to GA, I'll let y'all know. I got fucking 5 hours ago. Goes.